The nightlife is dying out, bro.
And here's why. I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Nobody wants a table anymore. Back in the day when on any given Wednesday, Rihanna and Kim Kardashian could be spotted shaking ass at a table, yeah, that's pretty cool. That definitely had a moment. But now, the bottles, the signs, the sparklers, ugh, boring. In 2024 alone, I mean,
for real, like, have you ever heard of this club called, it's called Sweet Tooth Factory or some shit like that? They don't just do the sparklers, they like dance and shit, you know? Pay for that.
Partied in 17 different cities around the world. I also work in nightlife as a seasoned PR executive. So when I'm out, I do a lot of looking. I do a lot of field research. I ask a lot of questions. So this is not coming from just one market. This is a worldwide thing. Anyway, the conclusion is nobody's having fun at tables. Everyone is just like sitting there on their phones looking miserable. No one's dancing. No one's having fun. But here's the solution. If clubs just remove tables in the middle section and open that up as a dance floor.
Hold on. Let me go back to her solutions. Let's see if I can go back to that. She posted something on it. Let's see if I go to it. It's not letting me do it.
This is a worldwide thing. Anyway, the conclusion is nobody's having fun at tables. Everyone is just like sitting there on their phones looking miserable.
Yeah, that's true.
No one's dancing. No one's having fun. But here's the solution.
I paused the video where she put the solutions and it's not pausing where she said it. Anyway, I'm going to let her keep talking.
If clubs just remove tables in the middle section and open that, win-win. Right now, clubs, especially in LA, are so jam-packed with tables that you can't even mix and mingle. Like, if you see a hot guy across the bar, you can't even shoot your shot because there's a bouncer in the way. Tables completely kill the vibe, and you can't even go get a drink at the bar. Like, it's just killing the revenue for the club.
I mean, yeah, she has a very good point about that. I live in Dallas, Texas, and two of the most busiest nightclubs have closed. Two of the top nightclubs have closed in Dallas, Texas. I mean, one, they always let in underage kids, and, you know, they also they're not really friendly at the door. But she's right about the bottle service, man. It's like they really try to get people to get those fucking tables. They keep the dance floor open, you know, for the general public. It's so fucking thin. Some of these clubs have people literally dancing right at the front door because it's like the most space you're going to get in the club without getting a table. It's crazy.
Speaking of bottles, vodka and tequila, like, ew, throw it away. Did y'all know that 67% of Gen Z doesn't even drink? Instead of wasting bottles, promoters should just hand out free drink tickets so that people can at least order what they want. My friend group is about 40 people, and none of us have the exact same go-to drink. It just doesn't make sense for all of us to waste money on buying a bottle. We're on the subject of different drinks. If Gen Z isn't drinking, that's fine and cute. I love that. Have mocktails. Like, you guys should be having non-alcoholic drink options in the bar and give the freedom to your bartenders to create really cute mocktails.
Yeah.
So yeah, no more basic vodka sodas or like tequila Red Bull. Like, no, have like cute
Bro,
little
the
cocktails.
tequila Red Bull, vodka soda, that's been a thing for so long. There's so many other flavors. And she's definitely right about Gen Z not being alcoholics. They rather just, one, save money, and if they do drink, they rather just drink at home. But a lot of these Gen Zers, especially some of the clubs I play at that are like the younger college clubs, they're smokers. They be smoking, doing the booger sugar, but they smoke a lot of weed. And they vape a lot, too. But she's definitely right about that, about the drinks. It's like, these kids don't know. They're not going to come in, because a lot of these clubs, at these nightclubs, when you walk in, they're not handing you a fucking drink menu. All right, guys, here's the menu. You order off the menu. Oh, let me get a Moscow Mule with the mint and a hint of lime juice. No, let me get a White Russian with 2% milk and a hint of coffee, stirred, slightly drained over and dripped, please. They're not doing that. In a crowded club, everybody's like that. Nah, give me a vodka soda. Just give me some alcohol. They don't know the names of these drinks, bro. They're all plus. Most alcohol is the same anyway. It's just branding. Let's be honest with you. I mean, you got some that are, you know, cleaner than others, a little bit more higher quality than others. But when it comes to like shelf level, they're all pretty much the same. You either get top, mid, low shelf. I just say, give me mid shelf. You know, just some advice for you guys to go to a club if you're trying to get like a drink or whatever. Vodka suck. Do not get vodka drinks. If you like something a little bit more smooth, more flavorful to your palate, I would get like a whiskey. And if you go to like a club, always get middle or top shelf. Is it going to be kind of pricey? Yeah, maybe. But get middle or top shelf and get it neat. And as a man, just sip on it. Sip on it. Get that and maybe like a water. Sip on your alcohol, drink your water. Sip, sip, sip on it. It's classy. You don't look trashy and you will kind of enjoy the flavor of the alcohol. because you feel it more and it just tastes better when it's neat. Now, if you want something more flavorful, like a cocktail or whatever, I recommend getting a tequila drink or a some kind of mixture with a bourbon and Coke. Okay, so again, you don't have to call the names out, because if you're in like a busy nightclub environment, everybody's moving so freaking fast. Just say mid shelf or top shelf. You know, obviously top shelf is going to be more expensive, but mid shelf you're going to keep it safe. Give me a mid shelf drink. Whiskey and Coke, mid-shelf whiskey and Coke. They're probably going to give you makers and something. Cool. Sip off that, enjoy. If you like tequila, give me a mid-shelf tequila and Sprite. Keep it basic like that, because at these nightclubs, they're not cocktail bars. You know what I'm saying? They can make you all those fancy drinks and shit, but if you look behind the bar, they have the most basic mixes. And they do that because there's so many people coming. They're not going to make you some super top-notch cocktail. That's why the quality of alcohol is low, mid, top shelf. Or you can get that super dope premium shit, which is, you know, some of these drinks that be like, you know, I was at one club when I was in Miami. This shot was like $750 a shot. And I got to taste it because, you know, I knew the guy that was, you know, kind of owned the place. But I mean, I'd rather just pay $100 to get the Azul, the Casa Azul. But anyway, let's get back to the video, because everything she's saying is spot on.
Cocktails, you can pre-make them or whatever. Just something that we can post on Instagram and like be cute, you know? Okay, my third and final tip. The front door is killing your business. If I'm bringing my friends and my money into your club, I should be greeted with at least a smile. They are so hostile. They're like, what are you doing? What do you want?
Yeah, she's totally right. These front guy people, the door guys, they are, a lot of them kind of can be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be there? But at the same time, you kind of want that intimidation factor, because it makes you feel like I'm going to be safe. So if anybody else that is intimidating, that is coming with the means to harm, meets this intimidating door guy, they might calm the fuck down. You know, versus a door guy, hi, how you doing today? Good to see you. I don't know. That club might get shot up, because that dude looks like somebody that they might run over. But if it's like an intimidating, and one of these dudes look like they fresh out of jail, like tattoos all over their neck and shit, big buff, like shirt too tight, muscle titty pecs poking out the damn blazer and shit, you might feel a little safe. You know, I might feel a little safe having, you know, a very intimidating tall dude than some motherfucker that's like, hi, how you doing? You know, I don't know. But that makes sense if you go to like an upscale club. Like if you go to one of these upscale clubs where they have a strict dress code, they have, like, you can't even have, like, your jeans can't be baggy, can't have tears in them, got to be tucked in, collared shirts only. Usually those door guys are a little nicer. They're stern, but they're very nice. When you go to like these really just busybody college clubs, the door guys can be assholes because they deal with so many people, and especially younger people can be very, very irritating. So they have to kind of keep their game face on, like, don't play with me today. Don't play with me.
You want, like, who are you here with? Like, damn, like, I'm just trying to spend money and shake my ass. Like, I'm not here to, like,
they don't know if you got money unless you got a table.
That, like, me.
I don't mean to pause it a lot, but I got to make a point here. They don't know if you have money or not unless you got a table. That's the thing. That's why a lot of these clubs always ask you that. Do you got a table? Do you got a table? Do you got a table? Because it shows that, okay, he's gonna spend money versus you just walking up in this bitch. I don't know if you're gonna spend money and help contribute toward my check tonight. So yeah, but everything else she's
want, like, who are you here with? Like, damn, like, I'm just trying to spend money and shake my ass.
That's
like,
what they call it, a
club. I'm not here to,
club.
like, get arrested. Like, holy hell. Back in the day, that, like, mean door girl era, like, that might have been cute, but now you're just gonna get your club canceled, and, like, people remember that. Like, there's literally a running list in my notes app on my phone of clubs I will never go to. Not because the club sucked or the venue sucked, but because the people at the front door were pricks, and it killed my whole vibe before I was even able to walk in. But the bougie clubs and the fun clubs are, like, really nice. Like, hi, how are you? Like, oh my God, you look great. Like, what can we do for you? How many are you in your group? Like, those type of clubs, like, I will spend hundreds of dollars and come back every single weekend.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have ideas for days, so let me know if you want a part 2.
I definitely want a part two. She's spot on with everything she said in this video, and I definitely like the fact that she's actually I believe she says she's like a corporate PR in this business, and she's speaking out. I don't know if she still is one, but yeah. Somebody said, "How'd you get into the PR and nightlife?" You know what I mean? So yeah. Dope video. She's spot on, man. Everything she said was pretty spot on. Nightlife is dying though. I feel like nightlife is kind of migrating toward the lounge life. The younger kids are still going out and stuff like that, but I feel that the younger kids, especially if they're in college, I feel like they're just renting out like facilities on their college campus or just partying in their dorm rooms or their frat houses versus them going to nightclubs. And plus, like, excuse me, like you said, a lot of these kids don't even drink like that, so they're smoking, just chilling. Maybe they have like a beer or two. They not about that nightlife shit like that. Plus the DJs, I can speak for the DJs. The music trash is a bitch. These DJs be old as fuck, like 45 years old, playing for 21-year-olds, still playing "Girl, the Way You Move It, Got You." Oh my God. Still booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Bro, that song came out, they weren't even born yet. Music sucked, drinks are expensive, vibe is weird. They just stay at home and smoke, bro. Look forward to that part two, sweetheart.